of go back to the basics, but it's always a good one. And I know we have a lot of folks that in the last couple of months have decided to jump back in to couponing and saving money. So we are going to talk top mobile apps for savings. And guys, if you're trying to save even a little bit, this is one of the easiest ways to do it, right? Literally come home, take a picture of your receipt, and you're good. Like, I don't have to do a lot of work here. Scan some barcodes with a few apps, make it easy. So we're going to go through just some tips to make this as simple as possible to use your phone to save you some money. We'll hit grocery apps, but we'll also hit some other apps too. If you have, a favorite app that maybe we haven't talked about, I know last time we did this, some folks mentioned a new one. There are always new ones that are coming out or that are becoming big, and I'll be glad to dig in and see what I think of them. But I'm going to say most of what we're going to mention tonight are still the tried and true. I think Brand Club or something like that was the one that everybody was asking about the last time, and I did download that and try it out. Not a huge fan. There are some definite warnings to some of the offers that are there. So we'll go through what to look for in apps, what makes some apps super easy to work with, what should be some red flags in other apps. One thing to note, guys, when it comes to all of these mobile apps that are out there, if you see a bunch of folks all of a sudden jumping on a bandwagon, this should actually make you take a pause back and say, wait a second. Is this an app that has been around for a while? Does it even have good reviews? Does it have decent reviews? Or are people jumping on a bandwagon because of something else? And you never know what's behind that, what kind of money is behind that. My hesitation with recommending apps that are not tried and true or that may be new to the market, have mixed reviews, is how long is that app going to hang around? Because we have seen some couponing apps that have come in, you've earned some money on them, you've never been able to get your money back, and they actually shut down. So that's not what I want, and that's why we're going to stick with just the ones that have been there and the ones that work. So as we dive in, yes, and Cheryl's commenting and saying, I'm doing Brand Club, but it's very confusing. That's exactly what I dealt with, Cheryl, and kind of decided, you know what, I don't really need that kind of negativity in my life. That kind of thing. Just, there's no need to have to jump through so many hoops. Then you jump through them and then you find out that that wasn't the right hoop. We don't need to go there. So the apps we're going to hit on tonight are the easiest, simplest. You've bought the right item because they've got a barcode scanner. I don't have to keep jumping through more hoops to keep being able to redeem the offers. You bought it, you should be able to get your money back. So that's our goal, and that's why the ones we're going to cover for sure. Okay, so to dive in and start always in a sense with the biggest, that is Ibotta. And I have everything hooked up so that you guys can watch along with me. Wrong button there. Just kidding. We're going to start with Ibotta. I keep all of my mobile apps in a little bucket. So if you haven't figured out how to put your apps into little buckets, you should do that. It's super, super easy actually. But I have a couponing bucket. These are the main apps that I would recommend. Actually, before we go to Ibotta, let's go out of order here. Let's talk coupons.com. So I want to talk coupons.com specifically. I've never been a huge fan of their app, but as of the end of this week, you're going to have to go there. Coupons.com is shutting down all of their printable coupons the end of this week. They're going app only. That's all the things that I'm hearing from coupons.com corporate, and we've worked with them for, goodness, almost 14 years now. So shutting it down, going app only, and I want to give you some warnings. So let's start with that first. Warnings on the new coupons.com app. Now, not like don't use this, just to make sure that you use it in the best manner possible for you. Because you may not realize it, but the digital coupons that you use in your local stores are actually run by the same company that runs coupons.com. So this is a problem. And it's a problem that I want you to just be aware of. You can now come into coupons.com. You can link your store cards in the app or in your coupons.com account. If I do that, and I want to use a digital coupon for, let's say, here, you want to use the $1 digital coupon that is in your CVS account. CVS isn't one of them, Walgreens account, and you want to use the $1 in terms of coupons.com. Maybe not even the same store, guys, but they are going to limit you on the number of times that you can use it. So if I link my grocery store cards all into this app, it is going to limit the number of places that you could use that offer. Where before, maybe I could load the digital coupon on my Walgreens app, I could load the digital coupon on my Kroger. I would have that Garnier Fructis to use at a lot of different stores. I'm not going to have that ability. So just be careful there. And the app is entirely cash back, though. I will tell you that. It's not going to come off the register, but it is going to mess with you in terms of stores. Wouldn't jump all in and link your stores. Instead, just be old school. You can hit the redeem button. You can take a picture of your receipt and upload it the same way you would everywhere else. So let's jump through this one. They have designed this app exactly the way that Ibotta does. They were not very, creative. They didn't do a lot that's different here. And we can give you some history if you'd like. Any of you guys remember Saving Star? So coupons.com bought Saving Star. They actually bought a couple of coupon apps through the years, and they took them down. They bought them. They basically assimilated their software systems and then held on to that software system, waiting to launch their app. Last year, they launched the app after those other platforms were down. So you're going to see some similar offers like we used to see in Saving Star. One in particular would be Coppertone right now. So I can actually purchase this across multiple stores, multiple receipts. When I spend $25 in Coppertone, I'm going to get $6 back. And this pays out through PayPal. So I'm not just having to achieve a threshold. As soon as I get my $6, I'm going to get that $6 back in my PayPal account right then, which is pretty nice. But this is similar. So if you used Saving Star years ago, you should recognize this. This is what Saving Star was known for, were these tracking you across the board offers as you go through. Now, it's a little interesting. I don't know, for me, that shows that I've spent 0. Yesterday it said that I spent 10, so who knows? But hopefully my $10 will show back up. I will warn you, I actually tested this one yesterday because I've not used these offers on coupons.com. I've mostly just been a printable girl for a while. But I did this with a CVS deal, and they are going to track you with that lovely CVS price. So if you I brought my purse in so that I would have all my receipts. I don't know if any of y'all, that's what your purse looks like. It's just a big old wad of receipts. But if that CVS receipt shows that you spent, $5 or whatever it was on whatever each item was, my $5 right there on my Coppertone, that's how much is going to apply. Now, it's humorous that it's not showing up now, but hopefully it's still going to be there. It's still going to be happy with me. Also realize all of the coupons.com offers all state that they cannot be combined with other manufacturer coupons, rebates, or rebates for the same product. So if you had, let's say there's a $5 off 2 Coppertone coupon that was in Sunday's paper, and you had that $5 off 2 coupon, and you think, well, I'm going to submit my receipt and get $2 back, most of the time they're going to reject it. They're not going to give you that $2 back because you did use a coupon on the offer. So just a warning on that. That's every single offer from coupons.com. So we've got a lot here. And you will find a number of them are all printables right now. Again, that printable's not hanging with us for very long, but I can come in and I can load any of them that I want. I have to load them before I redeem a receipt. And that's where I said they kind of stole all the ideas that they have from other apps. That's how some of our other apps work too. I have to click that plus box and load it. Now you saw it just disappeared once I load it. This is so this is all going into my list, and now I can see what I have loaded, and I can see all the details of what I've loaded. But hopefully, that gives you a little bit of what is there. Gives you some ideas of how you can load and use the app. You would hit redeem. It has just the 2 stores that I've used. You can also see all the stores you can technically link. I would hold back on that for right now, but you can always select a different store. And it does accept a lot of them. I mean, there's a Sunoco gas station right there. So this isn't just grocery stores, but it's a lot of other stores that you might be in as well. So At least we've covered this one in terms of starting off the bat. It's not the one that I love the most, but it's going to be the one that you're going to need to switch to here in just a couple days. It's going away on the 30th of June. So Diana, are printables basically going away, or is there another site to go to? So great question, Diana. Coupons.com printables are going away. They're just switching to cash back. You'll see that if you go to their website. Actually, they have bye-bye printable coupons, hello cashback offers. They're kind of giving you a heads up on that. And I actually pulled this up. So let me just show you guys, you can actually access any of these coupons.com cashback offers from their website. Now, I cannot redeem my receipts to their website, but I can load offers if I'm signed in to the same account that you would be signed into on your app. I can load offers. I can see what the offers are, which is super helpful. But I can't redeem my receipts. So you're going to need to grab the app and upload that way. And while I see a redeem button, I've not actually tried it. Let's play with this. Oh, I guess it will. Submit a receipt. Download app. I had a feeling. I was like, wait a second. Yes, you have to have the app to take pictures of your receipt, or you could link automatically and not take pictures. Again, that's your call on that one. So that's where we're going, though, with printable coupons. There are other sites, though. So let me finish answering your question. Sorry, Diana. We'll still be able to find printable coupons on the manufacturer sites. There are still a few other sites that have lists of printable coupons. It's just the ones that are serviced by coupons.com. Now, there are other platforms that offer printable coupons, and they don't actually have plans to go away. Really what this is we could kind of keep going back in the history, but a company called Quotient bought coupons.com about 3 or 4 years ago. Since they've bought coupons.com, honestly, the company has just continued to go downhill. The number of coupons that they offer, the number of brands that they work with, and I see that from a back-end side, working directly with them. So I'm not surprised. I think really the company would have loved to have just shut down the whole side of the company, but they decided to at least take it to the mobile app side. I don't know how long it will also stay afloat. We'll see. They tend to have a really short time that they're willing to play with things, and then they're ready to move on. So that's what I hesitate as to see how long we see coupons.com really put effort behind even their mobile app. I don't know. But it's not everybody else. It is just coupons.com that's making this big switch. And yes, Karen, you're right. So Fetch and CVS do the same thing. So Fetch is another app we're going to talk about tonight that you just get the credit for the amount that you spent in CVS. So if you were purchasing something that was tracking you, like Huggies diapers or buy $15 worth of Unilever, and your CVS receipt shows that you spent like 2 cents on each item, it doesn't turn out so well in the end for you to be able to get that tracking deal at Fetch. Now, the other deals though, and I'll use this one since I have this up as an example. Let's say that I go to CVS and I buy pull-ups. There's actually a great deal on pull-ups this week at CVS. So you go to CVS and you buy pull-ups. It doesn't matter what the price is that you paid for CVS for those pull-ups with this type of offer in any mobile app. So if the offer is a $3 back, you're going to get the $3 back. Now, with coupons.com, it matters that you didn't use any other coupons, which probably you will have ended up doing. But just to get the point across, so like if Fetch had an offer that was a $3 back on a product, doesn't matter that you didn't pay $3, you'd still be able to redeem it. It's really the ones that are tracking you that I'm mentioning, that Karen was mentioning, that they're going to mess up with those lovely CVS receipts that significantly reduce the amount that you paid on an item. They're going to give you that new value that CVS has just randomly made up. And it's really your after extra care bucks after every offer that you used, which kind of stinks. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it's funny. All of a sudden I get a notification from coupons.com. I'm like, do they know we're talking about them? Okay. So to dive in, let's see. Oh, and Jess, oh my. Yes, we will definitely stick links and codes in for these. So anyone that wants to, you've not used any of the apps that we're going to talk about, if you want to sign up, I would love for you to through our links or our referral codes. All of these coupon apps do have a referral system. So if you download them and you get started with them, you'll have a way to share that with friends, and then you can get a couple dollars back from each friend that signs up. So if you use our code, then you help me out too. So thank you for that reminder. And we will, as we go through, stick in those links for all of us. That actually reminds me, I don't think I shared all the links with my husband, so I'll share that with him too. So he's good to go. Okay, so a few other questions here. Sorry, that are a little off topic, but I don't want to pass them up before I forget. Linda, is Food Lion a good store to coupon at? I know they don't double coupons or allow stacking. So Food Lion is not my top pick. They do have some decent sales. They don't have a ton of sales. They don't offer the BOGOs. They don't offer the mega events that we see at Kroger. So they don't have as many national deals running that we see in the other stores. They do have decent prices though, so I'm not going to completely knock them. If you had a Publix, Kroger, Harris Teeter, Lowe's Foods, those would trump Food Lion in my opinion. But there's still a lot of things that you can grab there and a lot of ways to save. And we do cover Food Lion on Southern Savers, so at least follow that list of what is on sale with all the coupons to try to get some of the best things that you can. Okay. So now let's jump back and let's talk Ibotta and go back to the original plan here. I know I saw coupons.com when I was looking at my couponing bucket of apps here, and immediately was like, oh, let's just talk about this before I forget. So let's go Ibotta. The gist, we kind of just got a small glimpse of in coupons.com, but let me start from the beginning. Assuming you've never done this in your life, how do we get started? So Ibotta is where I would recommend that you start. We're talking about hundreds of offers. So coupons.com, if I were to sit down and type them all up, which I need to get them all in the database, I would maybe have like 60. Ibotta, I'm going to have literally 500, 600. I'll wait. I have no doubt my mother will send me a little chat here and tell me exactly how many, because she is the one that types them all up. So to start with Ibotta, realize it's good pretty much everywhere. You may not see your store in this top section. For me, it has it as my favorites section. So when you log in, it's going to ask for your zip code. And as soon as you give it your zip code, it's going to pull in everything that you live near. And if it doesn't pull in something, or humorously, BuyLow is still there, and they went out of business like a year ago, guys. But if you want to change things around, I can click the heart button. And I can add in any other store that I want to. So if I don't shop at Aldi. A lot of you folks already know that. But if I wanted to, I could add in Aldi. I could add in any other store. I can hit view all stores. I can just start to go crazy. The only thing that the heart is doing is just making it a little easier for you to find your store. So I would recommend at least getting your little favorite section set the way you like it, because some of the offers that we see are actually specific to that store. So if I come in and I just start scrolling through CVS or the CVS offers, it doesn't actually mean that that's all the offers. There could be a lot more that are only Target offers. So let's click on Target for a second. I want to shop in store for Target. And the offers that I see in Target, a chunk of them are going to be Target specific. So for example, this is $3 back on Kind frozen treats. It's 50%. The regular price for these is really like $5.98. So you are going to pay the full price because it's not on sale. You're going to check out. In Ibotta, I do have Target linked. Ibotta is not messing around with anybody else's coupons. They don't have their fingers in any other pies. You're kind of safe here. I have my Target account linked. So as long as I load this, oops, didn't mean to click on the picture. As long as I click that little plus sign, turn it into a check mark. If I buy this product in Target, Target's going to tell Ibotta that I bought it, and I am going to get $3 back in my Ibotta account. That's all I had to do. So this offer, though, only good at Target. So that's why I'm saying, make sure your favorites across the top are set for the stores that you do plan to go to, so that you can quickly look at what is good for that store. Not everything is store specific, but a chunk can be. And some of it your store may not even sell. So this guy, Easy Ups, these are huge boxes of Easy Ups. I'm not really going to walk into to Publix and see a 116 count box of Easy Ups. They may have like a 40 or 50 count, which is like a 2-pack basically, but they aren't going to have this size. So when you look down, it's available in Target. That doesn't really hold me back. I wouldn't have tried to redeem that in another store anyway, but there is a lot that you will find that will show just like that. So I can find offers another way as well. So I'm gonna, I pulled a couple things, and I don't know that this one's gonna show up because I've already redeemed it. But this week at Publix, these guys are buy one, get one at Publix. So they are $1.99 with the sale, and everyone has a $1 Ibotta. Now I just redeemed mine yesterday, and as I redeemed it, I pondered waiting just for you guys. Oh, it's back. So everyone has this $1 offer from Ibotta, which I guess I could go back to Publix and I could buy more because I already bought this and already redeemed for it. So it's Hellmann's drizzle sauce. Again, it's $1.99 with the sale. You've got a $1 offer in your Ibotta account, and you can see, let me see, I don't know that I can make this little box any bigger here for you, but right here, you can see a little Lowe's Foods logo because it, for some reason, has decided to pop that one to the top. But you can see right behind it are 3 little gray boxes. And that is its symbol to let you know that it's good at multiple stores. So if I see that just on the main screen, I kind of know I'm not going to be stuck only being able to get that at one store. So this is actually good at a lot of stores. I can view all of them. It's pretty much all the stores, even Bilo, if you found one of those still around. And the other thing to note is the big gray box. This is good up to 5 times. So I actually did go in and I bought all 3 flavors, and my husband was with me, and I said, hey, these are free. Do you want to try them? He's like, yeah, one of every single one of them. Why not? So we did, grabbed all 3 of them. So again, I'll walk you through the math. They're $1.99 on sale through Tuesday night in Publix. You've got a $1 offer from Ibotta. I bought 3, so upload your receipt. That's $3 back. That makes them each 99 cents in Publix. There's also some coupons for these that you could get out of the inserts. I didn't even go there. We were just making a quick, kind of unplanned visit to Publix, but they're still free. So let's walk through the other option, and that's Fetch. And there is also a Fetch Rewards offer for these Hellmann's drizzle sauces as well. That is also good up to 5 items. And is 1,000 points on both of them. Now, I've also redeemed this one, so we'll see whether or not it is still in the list as well. There's a lot here. Let's see. Come on. We might not find it down here. There's a lot in here right now. Oh. There we go. 1,000 back on Hellmann's drizzle sauces. And when you scroll down, it says that it's a limit of 5 offers. It's down here in this box. Limit 5. So I bought 3. $3 back from Ibotta, 3,000 points back from Fetch, which is equal to $3. That's now $2 back on every single one of them, and they cost $1.99. So they're completely free, not even needing paper coupons, just submitting the same receipt to 2 different mobile apps, which is super fun, and you can do that. That is not a problem. So just to walk you through the basics. So again, I've got to load it. Then I can buy it in the store. I did already buy this, but I could buy it again in the store. And then I could hit the button at the bottom to click redeem. I would say, hey, I'm in Publix. And it would be ready for me to take a picture of my Publix receipt. Now, I actually have a little tiny Publix receipt. I'm not going to upload it for the drizzle sauce, but I am going to show you how you would do this. So it walks you through. You can see the little yellow lines turning green when it sees the sides of my receipts. And then I take that picture, and then it says you're not done. You're still missing something. So I can say long receipt. It pushes one up to the top, and I can take the rest. You gotta love our crazy tablecloth right now. So I could take the rest of that. I don't actually want to, because then it's gonna try to submit it right away. But in Ibotta, that's all I need to do. I don't need to take a barcode. I don't need to do any other work. I just take a picture of my receipt. And if I have bought items and already checked the little plus mark next to them, then I am good to submit my receipt for any of those items that I bought. So I've got my Hellmann's. This is another fun one, whole fruit bars. We've got $1 off coupons from Prior Sunday Paper. You've got a $1 off Ibotta as well. I can use those together. So you're using that insert coupon. I think it's from an old newspaper. I want to say it was like early May. But that's now $2 in savings on whole fruit bars, and they're on sale, buy one, get one, basically $2.24 a box. So you're gonna pay 24 cents a box for a box of popsicles, at which point, like, all my kids who just went to bed upstairs are like, and where are ours? So just, don't say that one so loud, I guess, if you don't want them in the house. But that's a fun one too, just to kind of help you to see that I can stack these offers. All I have to do is hit that plus sign, turn it into a check mark, and we're good to go. I did not buy this one this week, by the way, not because I don't love my children, but for some reason for me, every time I've been to the grocery store this week, I've not been coming home right away, and popsicles don't work if you're not coming home right away. So there are times to pass up really sweet prices, but you can see lots there. Some of them are brand new. These Kellogg's weren't there just a couple days ago. They're there now, which is fun. Kellogg's is BOGO at Publix this week. Kellogg's is part of a great deal at Kroger as well. So some of these offers you're gonna love. And again, I'm in the Publix column, but just so you realize they're good everywhere. Also important to note, if I hit this plus sign, doesn't mean I have to redeem this in Publix. It's now just basically saved. We'll talk about that in a second. But it's ready no matter what store I send a picture for buying Kellogg's, I'm going to get this money back. So just because I saved it while I was under the Publix category doesn't mean I have to redeem it under Publix. It just basically making sure they know, hey, I plan to use that. Now, I said saved, and again, I can come here and I can click the little list button to see what I've saved. Just because I've clicked the little plus button and turned it into a check mark does not mean that any of these offers are mine. And that's why I didn't wait. I pondered waiting to actually upload my actual Publix receipt for this. But you shouldn't really do that. The reason is when we've got a deal that's completely free because it double stacks with offers, that deal does not always hang around for very long. And so if you hold off in uploading your receipt, which you can upload a receipt within 7 days of the purchase, it doesn't mean that offer right there is still there. So don't really wait a long time to upload receipts, because just because you technically feel like you saved it, you didn't. And when the offer has met its budget and it's out, everybody that they were willing to pay to redeem it has redeemed it, it goes away, which kind of stinks. So if you have a deal like that Hellman's or like those whole fruit bars that are going to be crazy cheap, possibly free depending on your coupons that you've got, you want to go ahead and grab it in the store and you want to go ahead and submit your receipt. For me, in the parking lot. I have mastered taking pictures of our receipts like on my knee. Or on the center console in the car. It doesn't have to be super fancy, just getting them taken, because I don't need that barcode either. I just need to take a picture of the receipt and I'm done. So don't delay uploading them just to find out that you missed the offer. It met its limit, its budget is met, and you never got your receipt. That's just a sad moment. So you have not saved them for you. You've just basically said, hey, I'm up for buying that, is all you're doing by clicking that plus sign. You do have to do it to be able to get the money back. But I just want you to understand what you've done. It's not a long-term save there. Just a kind of raising your hand and saying, I'll take one of those, please, is basically what you're doing. Okay, I want to jump back and make sure I've got everyone else's questions there too. Oh, yes, Scarlett is right. Food Lion does do BOGO, so I don't mean to, they just don't do nearly as many buy one, get one deals as we see for like Publix, and where Bilo used to be, where Winn-Dixie is. Those stores run a true BOGO promotional model. That's the only promotional model you'll see in Winn-Dixie or Publix. It's not necessarily Food Lion's promotional model, Scarlett. That's really all that I meant there. Okay, and Megan, I've got a link that we can stick in for coupons.com. I don't have a code necessarily, but you can use that link for coupons.com, and that would be a sweet help, so thank you. Oh, and Randa, lots of folks chiming in on Food Lion. I guess we need to just do a Food Lion Q&A. Don't forget to download your monthly shop and earn rewards. So if you have the Food Lion app, or you are using your Food Lion account on a regular basis, you can also get there on Food Lion's website and see like what you have been earning and work towards new rewards, which is something that they activated, I feel like a couple years ago now. It's been a while. Okay, when I link Ibotta, am I linking it to my red card? So Nadine, great question. With Ibotta and Target, what you're linking it to isn't your red card necessarily. Oh, I'm opening up the Target app. You're actually linking it to basically your Target login. Like if I went to Target.com and I wanted to log in, or I went to load a circle offer on Target's website, that login to their website is what you're going to link your account to. The same for Walmart, the same for Harris Teeter. So kind of the login into the system where I may not always have a card at some of these stores. That's where they're using like your username and password. Other stores where I do have a card, Food Lion, Harris Teeter, or Lowe's Foods, you're going to actually get out the shopper card you would normally scan and just enter those numbers to link your account with them. Target, Walmart doesn't have that, but they do have that login. So that's all you're doing, not the debit card, not a Visa card that you're using in the store, just the account so that they can send data from one system to the other. Okay, and great question too on Target. So Jess is saying, do you have to pay with Target Wallet to link those? You do not. Well, yes and no, I guess. I don't have to pay with Red Card. So let me open up Target really quick and let's kind of go here. So when I'm going into Target, if you have a Red Card, you can actually turn off your Red Card. So I can come here and say Red Card's off. And I can, if all I wanted to, now I don't normally do this, but if you wanted to, I do have to actually check out with my barcode. I do need to scan that, or now my phone number. They've given you the option to use your phone number at the register to activate your Target account. As long as you do that, you're good. Phone number or barcode is all that you're going to need to be able to submit offers directly to Ibotta. I don't have to pay with the Red Card. I always do. I'm in there anyway. I'm not going to miss my 5% for paying with the Red Card, but just so you kind of see that the phone number would work. Not having a Red Card also works. Just you have to somehow turn on your Target account when you're checking out in the store. Okay. So let's see, making sure I'm getting everyone's questions. And yes, you do always have to load the offer in Ibotta before you go and grab the item technically. Really, you've got a window. So I could come in and I could load any Ibotta offers that I wanted really within a couple of hours of purchasing it for stores that are directly linked. So if I went to Target, I bought things in Target, and then I loaded them like an hour later, you'll still get that money in your Ibotta account. I would really recommend loading them before you leave the store, but you are still safe. For stores that I am going to upload the receipt for, I can actually load these guys right before I just upload the receipt. So if I want to, a lot of times I get home, this was a while ago, you get home and back when we used to have to scan the barcodes on everything, I would be putting things away and I would be scanning barcodes and I would deal with all of it after. I wouldn't even load them until I got home. Now that I don't need to scan barcodes anymore, I do most of the time submit them in the car, but an easy way here is still, in a sense, to scan the barcodes, but it's in the store. Have Ibotta up, give this to a kid if you're shopping with somebody in the store, use the search feature. So I clicked on the little search symbol, but now in the search bar at the top, there's a little barcode symbol right here. So click on that little barcode symbol, and that's your simplest way. I don't have to do this, but it pulls up everything that applies. So I can very simply load any offer that applies. Now, you can do this with everything. So I'm pretty sure, I just pulled some things out of the pantry, but I'm pretty sure there's not an offer on Del Monte tomatoes. And so it says, yes, no offers found. So you can keep just going through anything that goes in the buggy, just scan it, make sure you're not going to miss anything. I'm not really sure how yellowfin tuna applies to canned tomatoes, but it found something. And if you wanted that, you could load that too, but you can just keep going through the list. That way you know that everything you bought is the right item and that the offer is still there. So let's jump out and let's look at a different one. For example, let's say you were going to go into the store. I have to think about how to spell this brand. And you wanted to buy some Mederma. And Mederma has actually some pretty great offers right now, along with some really high value coupons. So this guy, this is a super easy freebie, or was. Now my weeks are all mixed up. Was it this week? Is it last week? I don't even remember. Mederma oil on sale. We've got a $5 coupon. We've got a $5 Ibotta. We've got a $5 CVS Extra Care Buck. That's completely free. But I don't want to buy this if it's not free. That's personally me. I'm not really going to add this into my CVS list. It's not something I necessarily need, but if you're going to give it to me, I'll go ahead and get it. But that's where checking the product barcode or scanning a barcode is going to help you know, yes, the offer is still there and I'm buying the right item so I don't screw up a deal, right? So I tend to not sit here and search for items. I don't tend to even type in items. I use the barcode scanner. It's super, super simple in the store to not miss a deal and make sure that the deal is still there. Because once you use mobile apps long enough, you are going to buy something. And before you get your receipt submitted, it is going to go away and you're going to be a little grumpy about it. So this is just a simple way to try to save yourself from some of the grumps, for sure. Oh, and Meg, great questions. Why not just check every single offer and then just upload all your receipts? You could do that, Meg, but you would be here for a while. So, I mean, I can just sit here and show you just with Publix. I mean, I'm telling you, there are hundreds of offers in Ibotta. We can just keep on scrolling. So if you wanted to check them all, you could, but you'd go a little nutty trying to keep up with all of the offers that are in there. So that's for most of us not the method that we would end up doing long term, just because it's, you could do it maybe one night and then 2 weeks from now they're all going to be new again, and like, I don't want to recheck them all. So I wouldn't go that route. What you can do, you can use the barcode scanner. Two other things that you can do to help yourself be able to at least sort through this a little bit. Currently, if you look up here at the top, you'll see that little bar moving. So these are categories, and they're categories that you can move through. And these three are my favorite. What's hot, best value, and new offers are the three. If I'm going to sit down and I'm going to sort through any of them, these are the three to sort through. So the what's hot usually shows you who's redeeming these, which ones are the most common. So you're getting an idea of what people are finding the most fun. That Royal Ready to Heat rice turns out to be 16 cents after some other coupons that you have, and other things that pair in with sales. So what's hot is great. Best value is basically like our favorite sort, low to high if I'm looking through the clearance, or sort high to low kind of option. So best value is going to give you that with the free offers and the BOGO offers at the top, just to help you not miss anything that might be a really good value. Doesn't necessarily mean that these items are on sale or that you would even want to get them, but it is helping you to see, just show me the really great stuff. And then new offers is anything that is, again, new into the mix, so that you're not going to miss any of those deals too. So this one, for example, Fruit Smash, we've got a $5 offer from Target Circle. We've got a $5 offer from Ibotta. That's $10 on one case of hard seltzer that you can use at a lot of places, but just so you kind of, see some fun in that and in stacking. It's not just grocery offers and personal care, but there's a lot there. So if you don't have time to go through every single thing, those three categories are some of the best ones. So again, what's hot, best values, and new offers, to at least try to not miss some of the higher value things that are there. And Karen, yes, we've been going through Ibotta and just some tips to use Ibotta the best or the quickest as we go through. So if you're just joining in, you can kind of jump back and rewatch that little section again. And I also put in a link to, if you want, that you can sign up through. Does everyone get the same offers? Really great question, Kathy. No, they do not. So I'm trying to think of one that was a different offer. recently, and there's a lot. Actually, the easiest way to show you this, let me pull up the Publix list this week. So if you are on Southern Savers and you're looking at the list of deals for Publix and you see that I've listed an Ibotta offer more than once for the same item, you might be like, why in the world did Jenny list a 50-cent offer and a $1 offer on this item? Let's see. Sorry, guys. I'm pulling it up for you. The reason that I would have listed that offer more than once is because there is a different value for different people. So how, anyone that had that offer, someone could have a 50-cent offer, someone could have a $1 offer. I'm trying to find a example where they differ. I know that there were at least a few. Let's see. There are 24 offers on Ibotta and Publix this week. Here's one. So to switch over here really quick, this is our Royal Heat Ready Rice. So some of you guys have $1 offers. Some people have 50-cent offers. And it just depends on the account, and it's kind of hit or miss. So it never hurts to log in and see what you have. I searched the page for the word Ibotta so that I wouldn't miss anything all the way down as to the ones that were there. But there's a lot of Ibotta offers as you're going through that you will find different values, and that's what it is that it's not for every account the exact same. Sometimes you'll also see some free offers that, again, are not in every account. So those free offers can be targeted for people depending on where you shop, depending on the part of the country that you live in. Maybe Pepsi is trying out a new flavor in one area and they want to see how well it can get picked up. Then they'll release some coupons in that area, or they'll release coupons in another area. It's just a great way for people to test different markets by giving different offers. It's annoying, but that's what they're doing. Okay. Oh, and Karen, you just moved to, you do have Publix everywhere in Florida for sure. That's where I grew up. So it's like Publix's backyard, and I hope you love it down there. Okay. So we've hit Ibotta kind of at length there. You get basically the gist as to how this is going to work. We have to load everything. Then I go into the store and I buy it. Now, a few things just in recapping to look for. This Halo, for example, that I just loaded, it's $2.24 back. It's a great high value offer. Note right away that some of these offers have that gray box and it doesn't. So it's a really high value offer. What that means, it doesn't have a little gray box that says limit 5 or limit 3. It means I can use this one time. So if you're only going to buy this ice cream because it has a really high value offer, you do need to make sure you're paying attention to the limit before you immediately start grabbing it. And that was actually me in the store with these, because I told my husband they're free. Do you want to get them? He's like, yeah, one of all of them. And I'm like, whoa, let's see what the limit is again. Let's double check that before we put these in our cart, because I'm only grabbing them because they're free. I just want to make sure you are not going to miss that one. So that little gray box is telling you what the limit is on most items. If I don't see it, so my $1 back on Mountain Dew and my Fix and Fog nut butter, they don't have them. They're all limit ones. So just be careful about that in Ibotta. Okay, let's go over to Fetch where we were. Also for that same Hellmann's drizzle sauce. And one other thing to note on Fetch versus Ibotta, this is a little bit of a difference. I don't have anything I have to load here. There's no plus sign that I need to activate. I just buy it. I take a picture of my receipt and I upload the picture of my receipt. If I bought something on the receipt, then I get points for having bought something on the receipt. If I didn't, I still get points, which is kind of a fun part with Fetch. You'll still always get a basic, 25 points for redeeming any receipt. And literally any receipt, guys. So I just uploaded this one earlier. This is my Tractor Supply receipt from earlier today. So it does not have to be a grocery store with Fetch. You may not even see the store listed. No, I didn't get any bonus points, but I did get 25 points for uploading a receipt. So it can be any store that you've gone to, even if you went in to get chicken food, there's still, some extra Fetch points for redeeming that receipt. Another difference here between the two apps. I mentioned, and just to kind of show you again with the drizzle sauce, but I mentioned that I went and I had redeemed the Ibotta offer and I was expecting it to be gone. Now, it actually was back for me, which is not always the case. But typically with Ibotta, if I pick an offer, let me actually back up and show you that offer again. So we'll pull up the list. Typically with Ibotta, if it is a limit of 5, like this offer, and I only bought 3, I can't come back and buy 2 more because typically this offer goes away. And so if I did grab some more and I wanted to submit another receipt with 2 more, because I only bought 3, the offer won't be there. So I won't have the ability to do that. This is actually a difference between Ibotta and between Fetch. So if you look right here with Fetch, I have little yellow circles and I have 2 more circles left. So I can do 2 more redemptions. They did not have to be on the same receipt. That offer is still there. I could go back to the store, and I really could. I've got the offer back in my Ibotta account. I could go back to the store. I could get 2 more, submit it again to Ibotta, which is, again, a limit of 5, but I don't really want to, buy it and pay for it, right? I want to buy it and have it all be free. But then I could submit another receipt to Fetch and fill in those last 2 little circles. So a difference between those 2 apps, which is a great difference for Fetch. If it was going to let you have 5, that offer is going to hang there until it either expires, which thankfully with Fetch, you can always see this offer is good through 7/1, till it either expires or I redeem all of it. I'm good, which is pretty great to be able to do that. And Randa's saying she does fast food receipts. So any receipts, she is happily taking pictures of all of them and uploading them all to Fetch. So it is super easy. I did actually save my Publix receipt here that I was going to take a picture of for you guys and show you how simple it is. So I clicked on the bottom, the word snap, and we're just going to line up the picture and take a picture. And it has 3 little things over here on the white that it wants you to achieve. And so 2 of them just turned green, but it knows that it didn't find a date yet. So it realized automatically that you hopefully have more of a receipt to send. This was me just running in super fast tonight and getting some salad and some milk. So there's nothing on this list that I expect to have any offers on. Strawberries, broccoli, bananas, a cucumber, and some milk. We've missed our produce co-op. So I'm done now. You can see all 3 of those things just turned green on that side right here. All of those are green. So I can hit the submit button in the bottom. It's going to calculate it. It's not going to find anything magical. I don't think there's, and I got my 25 points for the things that I bought. Everything was on sale kind of. So great there. Just nothing that has coupons because it was produce and milk. But it was still worth some points. So not missing your points when you're playing with Fetch, taking advantage of, every receipt is still a good thing. And also enjoy that you can double dip on a lot of offers between Fetch and Ibotta, or Fetch and really any of the other apps. They don't know who or care what you're uploading to in other apps. So you can have fun with that. And uploading a ton. Fetch does do some other offers as well. Let's see if I can, right now I have mine sorted to the highest back. We do see these. This one expires today, so I don't think any of us are gonna go running out. This one looks like it was only good for 1 day. It says expires 6/27 through 6/28, but doesn't mean it's gonna hang through tomorrow. If it does, if you log into your Fetch tomorrow and you see this and you decide to go to the store, if I buy Sabre hummus, 10 ounce, I'm gonna get 100% back. So if I paid $3.99 in the store, that means I'm going to get 3,990 points because 1,000 points equals $1 in Fetch land. But I'm going to get that whole value back in Fetch points. So we do see some great percent offers. We also see some bonus offers for when you do something online. This is kind of like cash back for signing up for something. I don't tend to do any of those. But there will be some that will track you over time. That's what I was kind of hunting to see if we had any right now that are similar to the one. Oh, here's one. That are similar to the one that I showed you on coupons.com for Coppertone. So this is buy $15 worth of NYX professional makeup at Target. And this one's Target specific. And you're going to get $3 back. And you can see right here, there's a gray line. So had I purchased any of this, and maybe I didn't purchase $15 in one transaction, maybe I grabbed one $5 product, it would have turned the little gray line. It would have moved it up a little bit. It would have said, you're getting there. but it wouldn't have gone all the way across. It wouldn't have given me my points back, but it would track it. So whenever you see these types of offers in Fetch, in coupons.com's app, I do not have to buy them in the same transaction. They will track you until the offer expires. So this one expires tomorrow as well. But just so you kind of see what that looks like, at least, we do see these offers a fair bit in Fetch and in coupons.com. So it's good to know how those are going to work. Multiple receipts, perfectly fine. Just make sure to submit to finish the deal before the deal expires. They're not going to hang it long for you. You've got to get all your receipts in before the offer ends, but they're going to keep track of it for you until then. Okay, so lots of offers there between Fetch and between Ibotta. Those are probably the two that I use the most. I do want to hit one that doesn't seem like like the others. And this is Target specific. So guys, a little Target moment here. If you've not been using Target Circle, you should. And for me, this means I never go in Target without the Target app. So Target Circle, to find this in the app, I wish that they would make it a button down at the bottom, but they've not. So I'm on the home page. Just scroll down on the home page. That's all I did. And Target Circle is right there. It's the third option on the homepage. So click on Target Circle offers, and you're going to see in the red bar is what they've decided are the best offers this week, which I agree. 25% off all soda 12 packs. And they're good. I can buy it online for in an order pickup, drive up, same day delivery, or in store. That's what they're telling you across here is how this offer is good. I can't have my 12 packs shipped, but I can use this offer any other way that I want. Or 25% off of a food and beverage purchase. This was pretty fun. I will warn you, this one you can see right here, right below the strawberries, this little black bar says just for you. So if you can't read that, that's what's there. That means that it doesn't necessarily mean it's in your account. So Target does give some specific Target Circle offers to different accounts, not because I'm magical, because I don't buy a lot of food in Target. That's definitely not why I earned this one. It's just hit or miss. So sometimes you're going to log in and have a really sweet offer, and I'm not. And maybe you're like, why didn't Jenny mention that there's some 10 off $50 purchase in Target coupon? I would have loved to, but I don't have it. So this one is not in every account, but it is a pretty sweet offer. You can use it on anything. 25% off of food and groceries. And I can use it. It's going to come off. Usually these offers is one time. So if I load this and I decide to get a thing of milk, and then you're like, oh, I want to go back, don't do that. So if you have an offer like this, I want to get all my food and groceries right then and use that 25% off on all of them. So the red at the top again is the really great offers, but you can also come down and just look at all of them. So what I would do is switch to all in the middle, and then I can either look by categories, or I just tend to always click right here on the red button for all. There's a reason. Like I was mentioning what were we? Whatever, we were on a different site. I don't even remember now, but you can sort up here by discount. That's really what we want to do. Show me the amazing offers, because Target Circle, it has hundreds of offers here too. And there's really no way to take them all in. So just show me the best ones. So sort by discount. It's going to put the really high value offers towards the top. I don't know if you guys all saw the 50% off of peaches and nectarines, which is super fun. 50% off of Good and Gather salads. Got a lot there. These are not all just for use, so you should check your Target circles for a lot of good produce. I guess I should have gone to Target today and not Publix when I needed milk. Publix was right next to where we were. So all of these offers, there's a lot there. These all have a % off. These are really just like sales, secret sales, that because you are choosing to use the app, you can load these secret sales. They're going to come off at the register. They're just digital coupons for you. But the sweet part is that I can use all of these with coupons. So this is where, again, using the list on Southern Savers is really going to come in handy for you. So with Target on Southern Savers, that's pretty much all we do on that Target unadvertised list, is sit there and match in what has a circle offer and what has paper coupons, or maybe another mobile app, because they can all be used together. So if you are on Target, have some fun with that Target unadvertised list. I will get it up first thing tomorrow morning. It always takes me a chunk of time to get it ready. But there's a lot of stacking offers between all these circle offers and between all of the paper coupons that we might also have. So you can have some fun with that between those offers, or between Circle and Ibotta and Circle and Fetch. Just a lot there. So enjoy all of the matchings that you can find between various companies and brands that are there. So I was kind of sorting to see one just off the top of my head. So Moore's Marinade, this is 25% off. We've got $1 printables on More Marinade's site. And they only cost $2.99 in the store. So they show you how much it is in your store right there in the app too. So you're going to save quite a bit between a 25% off coupon and a $1 coupon on basically a $3 product. So it's kind of fun. So lots of fun with Target there. And Meg, with all of, great question. So Meg and Gina both, will Fetch work with online orders? So Fetch works a little bit. You can link your emails. They have like an e-receipt, or you can scan a receipt there. So if you did buy online and you link your emails, it will count. I am not a fan. So not that I'm not a fan of Fetch. It's more just a personal privacy issue. I don't really like giving anybody access to my email account. So that is not a side that I have done with these. You can do that if you want. I just tend to use these only for in-store purchases, but you can use them for online purchases. And you'll notice in the list of Fetch offers that there's actually a chunk that have that Amazon logo on them. So if I bought this on Amazon, I'm going to have to link my email to Fetch, because that's the only way they're going to know that I bought it on Amazon, is to look for that Amazon purchase email to then give you credit for it. So that's up to you and your comfort level there. In our world, it's just not at our comfort level. So we don't do those. Okay. And yes, so then I think I just hit your question there too, Nadine, in that yes, you can use Fetch with some Amazon orders. Okay, so to jump back and let's hit a few more. We've got a lot of mobile apps that we can hit, but in terms of the main ones, we're working through quite a bit there. And I know Target doesn't feel like it fits the Ibotta and the Fetch, but honestly, if we were going to just go by numbers of offers, Target totally fits in there. And some days it's actually more than Ibotta. Target has hundreds of Circle offers. So you may not put it in your little coupon bucket. I don't. I actually put it in my stores bucket. But when we're talking mobile apps, it's a huge one to have. I actually have the mobile apps for all of the major stores there for a few reasons. It does make it easy to find digital coupons, though, is the number one reason. And guys, honestly, I would say at least 75% of our store apps all have barcode scanners. So if you're walking around the store, I'm in Target, and I want to know, is there a Circle offer? I do have to go back to the homepage, which is incredibly annoying for this. But on the homepage up at the top, I've got a barcode scanner, just like Ibotta. So I can scan anything that I want. I've got a Target brand here. We'll see if he has any offers on him. So I've got my Good and Gather. It doesn't have any offers, but it did automatically load my 25% off groceries there for my Good and Gather spaghetti. But I can just it'll keep the barcode scanner up. I can just keep on scanning. Didn't like my canned tomatoes. Let's see if it likes my drizzle sauce. No extra offer on that. It's just pulling up the 25%. But you can literally just start scanning everything in the buggy. It will automatically, with the Target app, load any offers that apply. So super, super simple to load any offers that you want. As just scanning barcodes takes 2 seconds in Target to do that. One other thing before I move on here, let's go back to Circle. I showed you all, I sorted by discount, but I do want you to realize that this isn't just grocery. There are offers all over the store. So it's humorous. I appear to have an Easter category today. I'm wondering if Target doesn't go in and notice that. Would be an interesting category here in the middle of June. But we've got apparel. So we have a lot of clearance offers, or we've had a lot of clearance offers for apparel. baby, toys and games, electronics. So it's not just food. It's not just personal care. There's a lot that's there. Okay. So let's go back to coupon land. Out of grocery store app land, we've hit Ibotta, we've hit Fetch. Checkout 51, once you've again done Ibotta or Fetch, these are very similar as well. We are back into needing to claim offers with Checkout 51. So I can load that and say, yes, I want to grab it. I'm going to have to claim it before I submit my receipt. That's it. So I don't have to claim it before I shop. Let's say I went to the store and I wanted to grab this. I could grab this more than once. So I could sit here and say, oh, I bought 4 of them. So I could load 4. The offer is added. And now when I'm ready to submit my receipt, I would be good to go. Some of these offers are only at a particular store. So this one, Mentos Pure and Fresh, it's actually only good at Walmart. It does say that on this page, and you may not be able to see it depending on what you're watching on, but right there, this top little bar is a store name. That's important because these are buy one, get one at Publix this week, but you can add that. This one's only one time, so I can't add more, but you can just keep going down the list and adding any of these that you want as well. And redeem, you're going to do the same thing. So it's going to walk you through how to redeem, how to take a picture of your receipt and submit your receipt. With all of these offers, when you have $20 saved up, you can get it back. So you can do PayPal deposits, direct deposits to your bank, gift cards. They all offer a lot of ways to cash out. So when you have some $20 saved up, you can say, yeah, cash out. And you can choose however you want to do that. So it gives you lots of options for cashing out. There we go. I didn't know if it was going to give you like my personal information there. So here I can do PayPal, or I can have a check mailed. Ibotta, I can do PayPal, direct deposit to the bank, gift cards. I've got a lot of options with a lot of different mobile apps that are out there. So Checkout 51, that gives you just a quick glimpse there, but you already get the gist. You've already learned how to save offers. You've already learned how to take pictures of your receipts. So again, once you understand Ibotta, that's where I would start. You're ready to move on to some others if you wanted to. So a few others, Swagbucks is one. It's been around for ages, but Swagbucks has gotten in on the grocery side of things. So has Shopkicks, which I know a lot of you guys love Shopkicks as well. So we'll go there. But with Swagbucks, you can come in. I've clicked on Shop down at the bottom, and we haven't really talked about this one in the past, but Shop down at the bottom. And then I can click on Magic Receipts. That's what they're calling their cashback offers for Swagbucks. You'll find a lot of offers inside Magic Receipts. So you buy a participating item and you get Swagbucks back for buying that item. 100 Swagbucks equals $1. So if I buy this Arm & Hammer baby, I'm going to basically earn up to $8 back. Now, it's a little deceiving, so you do always need to kind of read the print down at the bottom. This one is only good at Walmart, is the first thing that all of this print is telling me. And it's also saying that if I buy 1 jug, I'm going to earn $2. But if I buy 2 jugs on the same receipt, I'm going to earn $8 back. So, or 800 Swagbucks, which is pretty great. So super easy way to use that for an in-store or online at walmart.com for that purchase. And guys, we have some coupons for Arm & Hammer as well that you could use with that if you grabbed any of those coupons. It does say cannot use this offer with any print or in-app coupon or rebate. So you do need to look at that too. Sorry, guys. They don't necessarily analyze it, but we're going to follow the rules. So that is Magic Receipts. We'll back up. I'll show you some others. You'll find a lot that are there. They look like they're super high value, but before you get super, super excited, always remember to read the fine print. So this one is $6 back on Baby Bell cheese, which my kids, again, that's another one that would like wake my kids out of bed and be like, please buy that, mama. Well, it's buy 1 and get 200 points, buy 2 and get 600 points. This one is good at any store. So if you did go in, you can see all the stores that it's good at. And you bought 2 bags of Baby Bell cheese, you're going to get $6 back on those 2 bags. So if you came into any store and you saw these on sale, that's a pretty sweet offer. So to do that, you're going to submit your receipts. You're going to tell them where you shopped. You're going to take a picture of your receipt. I will tell you, Swagbucks takes longer to process. So the other apps that we've mentioned already, you'll have your money back, or they'll at least have credited your account for your earnings, usually within like a couple minutes, max maybe an hour. Swagbucks may take a couple days, but they will put it back into your account. And then when you have that money saved up, you can cash it out in gift cards. And they offer gift cards, I'm pretty sure, as low as $5, or you can just keep on saving. And they offer gift cards as high as $50 if you kept on saving with the various things that you're grabbing. So this just gives you some ideas, again, how we got here, because from the homepage, you're a little lost. Because Swagbucks is also online. It's a search engine. It's been around for ages, just in terms of earnings and points and saving up your points. But you're going to come to the bottom. You're going to click shop, and then it's going to load you on shop online, but you want to click over at the top. That's where we're up here, the very top bar, just so we're all seeing where we are, and click on magic receipts so that you can activate whatever offer it is that you wanted to activate for Swagbucks. So you can add them to your list. You don't really have to add them to your list until you're ready to submit your receipt, but you can if it makes you happy. So a few things to watch for on Swagbucks: what store it's good at, and that fine print. So don't just automatically think that's $8 back on one bottle. Make sure you read it, that it's $8 on two, or whatever the fine print is. But what store and how much do I need to buy, so that I know that I'm grabbing the right things, are important things to catch there with Swagbucks. Okay, so let's see. We've already hit a lot. Oh, yes, and Karen's mentioning, and I put this in our today only deals list, so hopefully you guys see those on Facebook, but I try to do a big roundup of just any of the today only deals that we spot. But Karen's mentioning, and we'll go back to the homepage here, today only deal is 50% off swimsuits on Target. I actually grabbed a couple for some teenagers here in this house. So there are some fun swimsuits there, but it's only for women. So if you're wanting them for kiddos, you gotta hold off on that one. But I have a feeling we will see that one again. Okay. So to keep us moving, that was Swagbucks. We've got a lot of other options here in coupon land. And we've hit quite a few for sure as we've gone through. Shopkick is another one that is just like Swagbucks. You're going to earn kicks back for purchasing particular items. You can also earn kicks for checking in. Now, I've told you guys in the past, this isn't my favorite because I struggle, so I don't do walk-in kicks. You can earn all sorts of things. You can earn by going in the store. You can just earn points by basically like checking in. So this is like old school, like Foursquare, if anyone even remembers that. You can earn by scanning various things. It's basically telling the brand that you found it. But what most people are using Shopkicks now for are receipt items. There's not a ton here for every store. There's definitely more there for bigger stores. So the Publix list is really small. But if you go in and you buy Arm & Hammer slide cat litter, you're going to earn 350 kicks. If you buy Laughing Cow cheese wedges, 500 kicks. So I can sit here and I can load anything that I want, take a picture of my receipt, and claim those kicks. And then I can redeem those for gift cards. That is how Shopkicks work. So Publix, for example, it shows you on these little sidebars how much you can earn at each store. Publix, you are basically going to earn 7,950. But if we were to scroll down, Walmart, 64,000 in terms of kicks, things that you can earn back. Kroger, 23,000. So the bigger the store, the more offers are at that store. I don't know why Target's not showing up for me, but Target does have offers, so you have to go hunting, and I probably just searching would pull that up. But lots of things, if you were interested in particular items, that you would save a little bit more for grabbing those items in the store. If you were already going to get them, why not? So just to hit that one as well. And this app, again, is Shopkick, for anyone that missed it. So Shopkick, and that's just one a lot of folks always ask, what do I think of Shopkick? So I've added it in for y'all. To me, it's a little bit harder to grasp. Every time you put things in a point basis rather than a dollar basis isn't my favorite. But this one's just a little harder to figure out what it is that you're grabbing. It does work. It works great. It's been around for ages. It just depends on how you want to use it. I would recommend that you turn off its use of your location when you are not using the app. So I don't know if you guys can notice, but right now the time up here on the top of my phone, I just saw it and we're over on time. So sorry guys, for anyone that wants to go to bed. But the fact that it's blue, if you didn't know this, that is telling you that some app is using your location right now. And when they use your location, I mean, maybe you don't care. It's not really a privacy issue. It's a battery issue. And that's a really big one for me. I get a little OCD about battery usage. So you do want to make sure that in Shopkick in particular, that you have Shopkick set, I don't really want your pop-ups, but that you have it set to only use your location when using the app. That is going to save you a lot on your battery. So really for me, it's also going through and like just closing them all. And look, the time is no longer blue. One of those apps, if not a few of them, were using my location because they were open. And yes, they're open in the background, but that's enough to just keep wearing down your battery the whole time. So you do have to watch that. And it's an easy thing to set when you're loading in the app, because they're all going to ask you, use your location, and you want to check only when using the app. I don't want to have it all the time up. Okay. So we hit a lot there. I'm going to go ahead and call us. I hopefully hit some new tips for some of you too that maybe we haven't covered in a previous video. Maybe some little tiny things that are takeaways for those of you who've been at this for a while. If you are new and wanting to dive into couponing, mobile apps are just like a start in the grand scheme of things. I would encourage you to head over to Southern Savers, pick a store that we cover. We cover like 30 stores, guys, and use the list that is there. Pick maybe 10 deals of what is there, because it's a long list. You don't really want to sit there and try to grab everything at Target this week, right? So pick 10 deals, add those 10 things to a shopping list, head to the store, get your deals, kind of set yourself up for a win. If you want to go mobile app only, you can do that too. Just hunting for the things that have Ibotta, that have Checkout 51. Keep it small so that you're setting yourself up for a great experience, and then dive in with more and more and more. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and call it there. We're not going to have a Q&A next week. It's July 4th, and we are going to be hanging out with some family. So I hope you guys have a wonderful July 4th next week. I will be on for drugstore videos this week and next week though. So I'll be back tomorrow at 2 o'clock for all the deals in CVS and Walgreens. I have over 200 pictures left to type for Walgreens, so I will get them all added, I promise, before tomorrow. There's a ton of new month-long deals in Walgreens that are all not advertised, so we'll have a lot to talk about tomorrow at 2. If you can't catch me live, just watch it after the fact so you don't miss any of the deals running this week in the drugstores. So I hope you guys have a great night, and I will talk to you again soon. Thanks for joining me.